guys, I'm April Plank, and I'm going to be taking you through an express class today, so we'll try to get everything done in around 30 minutes. I'm going to be using some 3-pound weighted balls. If you do not have the balls, you can do the whole thing without them. I'm on one blue, which my balance body machine, that would be a medium spring. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to sit on the carriage, just about a hand's distance between my bottom and the springs, and I'm going to have my legs long between the shoulder blocks. Now my feet don't fit, so I have to cross them. You don't need to if yours fit. We're going to reach forward and grab the tape. So we'll start sitting up nice and tall. Big inhale, reaching the sternum forward, reaching the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale as you tuck your tailbone, scoop, and start to roll yourself back, one vertebrae at a time. And then inhale as you scoop yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Sit up nice and tall. And again, exhale, tucking slightly through the tailbone, articulating the spine, keeping those arms nice and long, and then rolling your spine up. So at no point in this exercise are you bending the arms. The elbows just slightly soft, the shoulders are relaxed, and you're using the straps to assist you as you roll back and roll back up and sit tall. We'll do that just a few more times, warming up through our back and through our abdominals. And then back up. And then do that one more time, scoop and roll back, and then roll it back up. Now sit up tall, let's bend the arms now. So pull the elbows out to each side of the room and then straighten the arms back. So we're doing a high elbow row. Big exhale as you bend. Think of that corset, think of your transverse abdominals. So as you bend the arms out to the side, you're pulling that belly button deep into the spine. We'll do that 3 more times. And 2. One more pull with the arms and we'll go back to our abdominal work. So keep your arms straight, roll your spine and take it back. Take the right leg, you're going to pull it up into tabletop. You're going to lower back an inch as you send the right leg out and pull back up an inch. So as you go back, the right leg goes long, and as you come in, the right knee comes to the chest. So we're going back and pulling back in. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. We'll do 3 and 2. One more here. Set that right foot down. Roll yourself the rest of the way up. Now just your right arm's going to do a high elbow row. I want you to look towards the right and twist your torso. Do the same thing on your left. So turn your torso towards the left and then back to the center. So big exhale as you rotate. Inhale, center. Sit up as tall as you can, lifting up and out of those sitting bones, keeping your hips square to the front and moving from your waistline. Really great job, you guys. Give me 2 more times, one more right and one more left. And then come back to the center. Now if your legs are crossed, you want to change the cross to your left leg is on top. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tuck and roll yourself back. This time the left leg is going to come up to tabletop. You're going to lower an inch as the leg goes away from you and then pull it right back in. So you're reaching the chest down and the leg long, pulling the chest up towards the leg. Good, really pull in deep from those abdominals, arms really long, shoulders relaxed. 2 more. This will be your last one, and then we're going to set that leg down, roll the rest of the way up. Cross your straps, pull your elbows right into your sides. We're going to hinge the arms open like you're hinging a door. So we're going to externally rotate the forearms and then bring them in. So your elbows should be glued right into your waist as you open the forearms and close the forearms. Good. So big exhale to open, big inhale to resist. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice work. Put the straps away and let's come up and grab our balls. So we're going to turn around And I'm going to change my weight as well. Now my machine's pretty high, so I have this little moon box I stand on. I'm gonna go to one red spring and take my blue spring off. I'm gonna put my left foot up against the shoulder block and reach for my balls. So I'm gonna come to standing, lifting my left knee. So I'm finding this balanced position. My right leg's gonna stay stationary as I push my left leg back and back in. So it's an exhale to push through just the left leg. Now, if you do not have the balls, or if you feel unstable here, you can put the hands on the foot bar and do the whole series without any balls, without any weight. If you're holding the balls, we're gonna add a fly. So as you push the arm back, or push the leg back, you're opening the arms out to the sides. Little soft bend at the elbow, keeping the elbows soft. Big exhale and nice inhale. So we're gonna get as much of our full body, focusing on our legs, focusing on our arms, getting our abdominals in this express class. Let's go 3 more. So we're on that heavy red spring, and then we'll come in and switch it to a blue. So we're going back to our blue, which is for me a medium, taking the red off. This time your left leg's gonna go back and stay straight. I'm gonna lift up through my sternum, root down through my right foot, bend the right leg, straighten the right leg. So I'm working on finding that connection between my right heel and my right glute. Bending and then pushing off that right heel. Now I'm just holding the balls here for balance. We're gonna add those in a moment. I'm lifting my sternum, pulling my abs in tight for balance. 2 more to go, and then hold your second one back. So stay back there. Take your arms into a goalpost position. You're gonna press the arms up to touch and back down. Big exhale, inhale down. 3, 2, 1 more. Take the hands to your sternum, hinge forward from your hips, reach that left leg even longer, sink even deeper through the right leg if you can. Let's turn our torso right and center and left and center. 2 more each direction. So we're doing a total of 3 sets to each side. Definitely feel my right glute working. After 3 sets, set the left knee down, put the hands on the foot bar and push into a little stretch. Good. But we're not done with those legs yet, so let's come in. Turn to face your machine. This time your left foot's gonna be toes turning to the tower, elbows right into your waistline. We're gonna push the left leg straight as you reach the arms to the horizon and bring it back in. So big exhale as you press, inhale, pull in. Sit up tall, lift through the sternum. I do like the blue spring for this, so I'm still on my blue. It's nice and light, so I can focus on my form. If you feel you want more work on the legs, you can take it to that red, or maybe if you have a yellow on your machine, you can do blue and yellow. Just see what feels good for you today. 2 more, and last 1. Now we're gonna move from our right leg. So turn your palms to face each other. You're gonna lean into it, and your torso is gonna stay upright, but you're leaning through the right leg. At the same time, you're doing a lateral raise, and then bring everything back in. So you're leaning to the side, and then you're pulling it all back in. Good. Resisting that spring as you come home slow. You've got it. Pressing out and pull it back in. Really good job. 4 more, and then we're gonna hold it out in that kind of warrior 2 lunge position. Awesome work. Give me 2 more. And get ready for that hold. So next time, take it out and hold it. Take your arms straight out to the horizon, turn your palms up, little pulses with the arms only. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way home. Put one ball on the gray surface. Come onto your knees. I like to be kind of in the middle of the machine with my feet hanging off the edge. And I'm going for my lowest spring weight, my very lightest, which is a yellow on my machine. Put the ball in your right hand, put the front strap in your left hand. Bring the arms into that goalpost position again. You're going to exhale, pull the hands together. Inhale, come back down. Big exhale as you lift. Now, if things are getting too challenging, options for you would be 1, to get rid of the ball. That's going to get rid of 3 pounds of work. Option 2 would be you can sit low through the hips to make it a little bit easier. If you're going to do that, I would scoot forward just a smidge. Good, I'm going to stay right where I am, upright. Good, last one of these. And then take your hands to your sternum, interlace your fingers and hold the ball in both hands. Exhale as you rotate right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Good. If you're feeling that things are too challenging, you can also scoot your body closer to your shoulder blocks. And if things are too easy, you can scoot your body closer towards the springs. So where you're kneeling on the machine can make a difference. Also notice where your knees are. If your knees are in line with your hips, you've got a pretty good base of support. If your knees are completely together, it's even more challenging on your core and your balance. So you can kind of play around with the positioning there. Let's do one more. And then we're going to switch the strap into the right hand, the ball in the left hand. Your right arm is going to draw the sword out and punch and come back and down. You can continue with just the right arm. If you want to also work the left arm in opposition, as the right arm goes out, the left arm reaches the opposite way, and then you bring everything back in. So big exhale, finding those kind of warrior 2 arms again. Exhale, really reach and extend, and bring it back in. Good. 3, and 2. 1 more here. Awesome work. Okay, we're going to put the strap away, put the ball away. Now I do have that moon box behind me, so I'm going to take a second and just move it because I'm going to need it on the other side. And I'm going to also be standing on the floor facing the carriage. So I've got my feet on the floor. I'm going to take my left hand to the shoulder block closest to me, my right hand to the very edge of the carriage. Cross your left leg over your right. We're going to do the snake. So you're going to lean all the way out to the left and then pull it back in. Now, if you already feel this is not going to work for your wrists, then the modification you're going to take is coming to the elbows. So you can come down to the elbows and you can push all the way out and back in. Now perhaps you want very advanced, and I will show you that. So this is pretty challenging. Probably one of the most advanced exercises I know on the reformer is the full snake. So keep your feet on the floor and keep working. If you want to try the full snake, you're going to make 2 changes. You're going to put the foot bar down. You're going to put a red or heavy spring on and take the blue or yellow off. So your left hand's on the shoulder block. Your right hand's on the carriage. Your right foot's going to go onto the foot bar. Your left foot's going to come up on top and cross. And you're going to do the same snake out and back in. A lot more core, a lot more shoulders, a lot more wrist. So do what level you feel comfortable with of the ones I've shown. So wherever you are, I want you to do 3 more. And then you're going to slowly come all the way down. If you put your foot bar down, put it back up. Believe me, that is not an easy one. So no matter where you are, you did a great job. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. So our knees are on the carriage, feet against the shoulder blocks. Let's drop it back to our yellow spring, taking your heavy off. So I've got 1 ball in my left hand. I've got 1 strap in my right hand. I'm going to come up to high kneeling, but know that if you need it easier, you can always come up to low kneeling. So big inhale, tucking the tailbone, scooping the abs. You're going to pull the arms forward into an offer and then elbows to the sides. And my heart rate is definitely high from that snake. Even if you had your feet on the floor, the snake is a total body exercise, as is, you can probably tell, everything we've done today. So everything that we're doing is total body. The more muscles working, the harder the heart rate has to work to get oxygen to the muscles. So you may feel your heart rate elevated during this class, which is good. You're working. Give me one more. Now turn your palms down. Elbows are going to go high. So I'm going to rotate to the right, and I'm going to push the right arm and rotate left. Just notice my palms are down now, and I've got my elbows nice and wide. Three more. And two. One more. Good job. Let's come down, put the right strap away. You can put the ball in the right hand now. Put the strap in the left hand, so you've got your left strap. So you've switched your straps. Come up to high kneeling, tuck your tail, roll your shoulders back, pull your abdominals in, big exhale as you offer forward. Now we are on the lightest spring that my machine allows, so to make it easier, you would come to low kneeling. If that's still too challenging, come to crisscross applesauce. You can sit down. Last three. Next one, the arms are going to turn palms down. I'm going to bend the left arm and look left, and I'm going to rotate and look right. So I'm turning my torso. I'm trying to keep my hips as square to my foot bar as I can as I rotate through my waistline. Good. Three more to go. Last one. Nice work. Let's put the strap away. Come to your red spring. So I've got one heavy on. I'm going to take my yellow off. And I've moved my moon box, so I'm going to slide my left foot to the floor or moon box. And then you've got your right foot up against the shoulder block. Now let's come up to this position where the right knee is lifted. I'm hinged slightly forward. I'm going to start pushing my right leg out and in. Now the only reason I am standing on a moon box is that my reformer is 18 inches and the standard is about 4 inches lower. So in order for me to keep my hips square, I've got to have my supporting foot on an elevated surface. So depending on the height of your reformer, you probably do not need a box. Let's add our fly. So we're going to open and close. Notice I'm going all the way back with that right leg, getting full extension, pulling back in. Good. I always like to find a gazing point. Kind of like to look down on the floor to keep the back of my neck long. Help me with my balance. Last three. And two. And one. Good, come in. Let's switch it to a blue. Take the red off. So my blue is my medium. I'm going to push the right leg straight, then the left leg, straighten the left leg. Think of that glute to heel connection. Push down through the heel to lift and back. Good. 3, 2. Hold your next one back there. Take the arms into a goalpost position. Go over the head, right back down. So I'm definitely working my leg, trying to hold against the resistance of the carriage. It's trying to push me forward. Don't let it happen. Bend as low as you can. You got it. Last two. This will be your last one. Awesome work. Take your hands to your sternum, hinge forward from your hips, straight line from the crown of the head to the heel. Turn your torso lightly to the left, turn it to the right. Notice every side is different. This may be your balance challenge side. Do what you can. Doing 3 total. And then you'll set the knee down, set the hands down, and press into a nice release. Good, let's come all the way up. Turn to face your machine. You're still on that blue spring. Notice my left foot is facing the reformer. My right foot is facing the tower. Elbows to the side. Your right foot is going to push as the arms go to the horizon. Right leg comes right back in. Another great one to work the balance, coordination, control, all of those great Pilates principles. This will be your last one, pushing with the right leg. Now turn your forearms together towards each other. You're going to push with your left leg as you do a lateral lunge with a bent arm. Sorry, lateral raise with the arms. So you're leaning towards your right as you reach the arms up to the horizon and back down. Three. And 2. Get ready for our last one. We're going to stay out there. Push your arms straight, turn your palms up, little pulses. Up, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep lunging. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your carriage home. Put one ball away. Come to your yellow spring. So I have my very lightest spring on. The ball is in my left hand. The front strap is in my right hand. Arms in the goalpost. Now pull your abs in, pull your ribs in. Push the arms up and over the head, right back down. Remember, if it's too challenging, you can sit, crisscross applesauce, or low kneeling. 3 to go. After your last one, let's interlace the fingers. Bring the arms to your sternum. We're going to turn the torso to the left and back to the center. Left and center. Catch your breath. I find this maybe is an easy one to start breathing. Not an easy one, but we can breathe a little bit deeper and we can focus on those obliques rotating and twisting us. Last one. Put the strap in your left hand, put the ball in your right hand. Your left arm's going to draw the sword out and punch, and then come back in. When you draw the sword, your right arm's going to reach out in opposition. So you're pressing up into your warrior arms. Good. Only thing we've got left, you guys, before our stretch is the snake. Save the best for last, right? 2 more. Last one. Okay, let's put the strap away. I'm going to move my box out of the way since I've got it behind me. Remember your 2 options. You're going to either come to your elbows, right leg crossed over the left, or your right hand's on the shoulder block, left hand on the carriage. You're going to snake all the way out to the side, pull from your abdominals to bring it back in. So you're pressing all the way out and pulling back in. If this is challenging enough, please stay here. If you want to try the full snake, you're going to change 2 things. You're going to put on a heavy spring because you're going to have more body weight you've got to support. So one red, you're going to put the foot bar down. Your right hand's on the shoulder block, left hand on the carriage. Left foot goes on the foot bar. You take a little leap of faith. Right leg crosses over and you go out, pull back in. Eventually, this exercise is taught with the foot bar up. That's a whole nother level of intensity. 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Come all the way down. Everyone can put on a red spring and a blue spring, so you have one heavy, one medium, and everyone's foot bar should be up. Make sure it's locked. Let's lay down. All right, we have made it. We have just a few more minutes left, so let's put our feet in straps. So find your right foot, put that in the right strap. Put your left foot in the left strap. Make sure your spine's nice and level. You're going to start with just some big circles. So the legs will start at the top. We're going to pull them down together, open nice and wide, and up and around and together again. So usually all of my full-length classes I'm ending with feet in straps. It's just probably majority of people's favorites. It's a really great stretch for the legs. So I did want to give you a few minutes, even though this is an express class, to get some time with your feet elevated, which is always great to have your legs elevated. Get that blood back to the heart. And it's just a really good stretch. And we haven't got to lay down yet, so it's good to do that too. And just a few more. Let's just take our time making the biggest circles as you can with control. And then we'll switch the direction. So you'll come up the middle. You'll open the legs wide, pull together and low, and then come right back up. Three more. And then let's pull the knees into the chest. Come into a little butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can push on your knees. You can pull on the straps. You could even take it to a reclining butterfly. For some people that feels really good, for some it doesn't. So if you're one of the people that doesn't feel good in this position, you don't need to suffer through any position. So do what feels good. So come up if that feels better. You can kind of rock side to side. It should all feel good. Whatever you're doing right now should feel nice. Should be a good release on the back. I like to really pull my feet in, let my tailbone lift a little, and give my low back a big stretch. When you're ready, the feet can come out of the straps. We're going to put the straps away, put the feet wide, just do a little bit of windshield wiper, just because I feel like my back needs it. My back always needs some kind of rotation. Good. And then you'll pull the knees into your chest. Give yourself one final hug. Let's roll all the way off the machine. One little roll down to finish, so take those legs wide. You're still sitting on the machine. Take a big inhale. Nod your chin, roll your spine down, one vertebrae at a time, going all the way down to the floor. Let gravity just take over for a minute. Shake your head yes and no. Let your whole spine release, getting some length here. When you are ready, one vertebrae at a time, you're going to very slowly start to roll yourself all the way up, 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 and up. Awesome work today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class as much as I did. And if you've got any comments, suggestions, let me know. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks.